Hi, I want to share the story of my mentor, Vic, with you. His story inspired me to achieve that desire that many of us seek on the internet, to have our own business and generate consistent income. Vic taught me how to avoid common mistakes and build a profitable online business. Now, I want to share what I've learned with you, so you can save time and money and reach your goals faster.
Success begets success. Failure begets failure. Frustration begets frustration. Money begets money. All right? So it's like a catch-22. Money loves money. Right? Nothing else makes more money than money itself, if that makes sense. Right? So for you to become successful, just step number one, trust the process. I know that you might be new here, and I know I'm throwing some deep stuff for you here. It's gonna go over most people's heads. I know that for a fact. Okay, and you may want to watch this thing a couple times. I know this is deep stuff, especially for people that are just maybe getting started. If money is difficult for you, there is something wrong between your ears with regards to money, with regards to strategy and thinking. Would you agree with me on that one, right? And I know this because I was that guy. I remember I was so desperate, man. I was so desperate. I had to borrow a whole bunch of money to start a business opportunity at the time. And I had no money coming in. I had no idea how to sell. I had no list. Nobody knew me. And at that time, pay-per-click was pretty popular, right? Google pay-per-click. And I was promoting this business opportunity, linking directly to my affiliate link. Back then, Google still allowed that. Right now, they don't allow that, right? That's why we're going through hubs. But back then, direct linking was fine. And I remember I was so desperate, man. Like, I need to make money. I remember that desperation, so I know what it feels like if you're that person. And then I remember when I let it go. I was broke as a joke. And then I remember this. I said, you know what? I'm just going to start focusing on if I get 5 subscribers to my list, I'm going to focus on just talking to them from my heart, serving them, connect with them, and try to genuinely help them. Not to get money out of them, but genuinely try to help my 5 subscribers, right? So I ran my first ad. Back then it was Craigslist, and I had like 20 people opt in for that business opportunity into my landing page. I had somebody build a landing page. I had like my first 20 opt-ins ever, right? I remember, obviously, when they opted in, they went through the funnel, nobody bought, right? I emailed them, and I started to do this weekly call with my list. There was no webinars, there was no Zoom meetings or anything like we have now. Certainly there was no community building like we have on eStage now. See, when somebody subscribes to your list, they're probably subscribed to other people's lists as well. How can you make that person fall in love with you genuinely? Not through manipulation, not through some weird tactics that might be here today, gone tomorrow. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, legit. How can you get closer to your subscriber? How can you become friends with your subscriber? Like, when I'm talking to you, I think you feel the connection, don't you? Right? I mean, you feel that I genuinely actually care about you. Like, I genuinely actually care about you for you to succeed. When you have that attitude towards your business, towards your subscribers, people will flock to you. People will want to be around you. Does that make sense? So I just want you to, again, long story here, long kind of a pre-frame, but I think when it comes to traffic, most people fail. They can run campaigns, they can get gazillion traffic, and they still will find a way to be broke. Why? Because their psychology and strategy is off, right? Here, traffic is important, but traffic is not as important as people think it is. The most important thing is this, is you can have 20 subscribers and you can make yourself a few $1,000s. Or you can have 10,000 subscribers and be broke, right? So what I did is I continued to do that same thing for me with the Craigslist idea, right? I ran another ad, and same thing. I sent them an email, and I said, hey, and then maybe once every 4 times or so, I pitched them the opportunity that I was a part of. And then I remember I had my first sale ever. right? And I made my, whatever the amount of money I made. I took a video of my commissions, okay? I said, hey everybody, this is Vic. Let me show you how I just made whatever, $300, or I think it was my first sale, I think it was a high ticket offer. I think I made like maybe $1,500 or $2,000. Let me show you how I just made, $1,500 in a day. Now I did not tell them that was my first sale ever. And I'm like, behind the curtain, I'm like, yeah, man, this is life-changing because that's my first money ever, right? But you serve as inspiration to other people through value, if it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to you. So that's how I started to look at them. I stopped looking at them as income dollar signs, right? I started to look at my subscribers as real people with real desires, real aspirations, dreams, and that type of stuff. When I started to do that, people started to feel it. So I recorded the video for them. I said, hey, hope you're doing great. Listen, I just made $1,500 in a day. Take a look at the screen right here, and I, screenshot it, and I did a video. And I said, I'd like to tell you how I just did that today. Would you like to know? Join this call on Friday. And I literally told them what I was doing. I didn't tell them that this was, I'm literally doing that to them, right? I acted like there is 1,000 people in my community or 2,000 people in my community, but I served them through value. Do you see what I'm saying? I wish somebody would give me a integrated product suite. I wish I had something like the affiliate syndicate group like we have here. Man, I wish I could leverage the stuff that you're able to leverage right now with the affiliate business system. Oh my goodness, that would make my life so much easier. I did not have the systems you have. I did not have the education that you have. I had to just follow my intuition and just trial and error and try to figure this thing out. 19 years ago. Here's what happened. I made my first sale, and then again, money begets money. Success begets success. Failure begets failure. First sale was the hardest. When I made my first sale, other sales started to go easier. I'm like, dude, where has this been hiding? So I started to focus on those activities of serving people, doing my teleconferences every single week, just inviting people. 3 people show up. Next time, 4 people showed up. Next time, 1 person showed up. And then 5 people showed up. And then eventually 15 people showed up. But I kept on delivering, kept on talking to them, kept on talking to them, kept on talking to them. Small community started to emerge of just a handful of people. And then it started to grow a little bit, and then grow a little bit. And then people started to want to work with me. And they're like, we want to work with you. And I said, okay, when you join my team, we're going to do additional things. We're going to create our own private mastermind. And then it kind of grew from there. That's how I started. People. And then genuinely, for you, because you are this transistor, you are this aura, you will either repel people or you will attract people based on what you think. If in your head, life is hard, everything is garbage, the world is coming to an end, you hate everything, weather is bad, your wife or your husband is not right, your kids are bothering you, and everything and everybody is against you, and the whole world is, if that's your attitude, forget about any success. I'm just telling you, change it. The powerful part about being a human is you can change that like this. When you change, everything around you changes. Because I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you to do what I'm telling you to do, and I'm telling you to do based on what I'm doing, and based on what I've done, and based on my results and my experiences, and I'm just here to help you. I'll meet you there.